Right now I'm currently 2-strand twisting my hair. Really felt like doing something extremely protective with my hair. So many things have been opening up, doors have been swinging open, and I'm watching as what I'm doing and what I'm focusing on and the seeds I'm sowing. Something is happening. Things are changing. So I'm stepping more into of who I want to be. And I'm enjoying now as well. Really been enjoying my present and really learning, but really focus. And it feels good because I feel like I have direction, despite some of what life may have seemed like, And so right now what I'm in here doing is there was something that was playing on YouTube and it inspired me because the narrative that I've been looking at here over the past, it's been a long time since birth, is being an empath and what that means, being empathic, being also clairaudient, clairsentient, just tapping into my powers as a spiritual being. And that's been my reality and it's been happening. So something that came up, there's somebody that talks about the connection of having issues with attracting money and also being someone who's a highly sensitive person, or someone who absorbs, or can tend to be a sponge for other people. And what I've found is there is a way, for one thing, to move with this energy and to learn how to work with it and use it as a skill. Then we have the other important part that came up as insight that I feel like my spirit guides led me to. And it's this, y'all. I've been wanting to put out info for empaths for a minute, and I really have put out some stuff, but this is specifically for those empaths, those highly sensitive people, those people that have tuned up, over-tuned senses that other people just don't have access to right now because they don't know that they have the access to it and that this is something we all have access to if we are aware of it. But one thing that I figured out for the empath is working certain ways energetically with your body is highly important. A lot of times the empath has problems with keeping a charge, and she wants to help people, or he wants to help people so much, he wants to do his thing so much, but he doesn't have the energy to support it. And often you end up zapping your own life force, not knowing how to correctly charge. And that's something that I'll be talking about in a course because I have been doing just that. But I want to not cut it short and give you the quick little answer because it's not going to do you any justice. What I want to tell you is the principles for an empath for really healing themselves. Number one is to stop sacrificing themselves for other people in spite of themselves. To also put themselves first, to put themselves on a regular regimen of self-love. Again, this stuff will be in the course. But I know self-love, it really is amazing and conquers all. You cannot do certain things in this world and not get results. That's one thing that I've learned about the matrix and living in it, this simulated reality that we're all co-creating together. It's really happening. And people may think you're crazy because you're talking about this, but it doesn't matter. Whatever level you need to see and experience, you're doing it. And if you don't understand something, you're not ready for it. And that's okay, because all of us have levels and stages that we're all experiencing because we're boundless and limitless. What else would we be doing? But you empaths, highly sensitive people, divine beings, light workers, life workers, star seeds, and You know I've talked about you on the website naturallyhighlife.com. Again, I'm Queen Sarita. Let me tell you, people, I have definitely experienced what it is to label yourself an empath and a psychic and a medium and all these different things. And I've also been a healer, and I've called myself that for years. And I noticed what I pulled in, what I attracted. But I also noticed that empaths they have something that a lot of people just, they didn't get the same dose. They didn't get the same dose of programming, mainly because if your senses are already highly attuned, when you get that programming that is said to be received by each and every one of us as a child through the ages of 1 through 7, our subconscious is programmed. And it's programmed by what's going on around us, the people around us, our environments and things like that, in order to get us prepped and ready to communicate and interact and be a vital entity in the world. And it's amazing because some creative energy hath created a way for us to get a super boosted education directly inside the womb of the woman before even the being is downloaded here into the mother's womb. They already have some program coming. And I'm just going to say, the hypnotic state that we're in at that age of 1 through 7, which is theta, where you're in hypnotic state. You're just constantly recording things. Your subconscious is recording, so you can use these things immediately. Because you've got to go to school. You've got to learn how to talk to this person. You've got to learn how to do that. It's amazing. And they talk about it in quantum physics, but I'm not going to get into specifics right now. But I highly appreciate the fact that it's trackable what we need to do as empaths to heal ourselves now. One of the things that I do know is because, remember when I was talking about the subconscious? Well, that's the shadow work. The shadow work is what I have been doing for the whole time I've been doing this podcast, is shadow work. Because when you're dealing with someone who's been highly attuned to pick up things and heal and help make this world better and blah, 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 if you came here with that seeming mission and you sense that that's a part of your mission, then that's probably why you follow the type of work that I do, because that's what I've always felt. But I always did feel like it needed to be done in a balanced way. And I've learned over time what that is through learning, making mistakes, trying again. But now my value is so high for who I am that now I do various things to make sure that I put myself as the anchor. Because if I'm a divine being and God is within me, the Creator's acting within me, then it's my right to anchor me first. And anybody that has a problem about it, it's not even important. It's completely not even an issue, because when they get to that level themselves, or whatever level they need to be on to see that they have to drop that anchor first to help anybody else. So self-love is very key. And I want to get to the point and tell you this, and I'm going to elaborate it on in a course. I'm not going to go into it here. The subconscious work, that has to be done. That shadow work has to be done, because the programming that we all received was not just from the media and all of that, not just from the cartoons, from the shows, from, whatever chemtrails and other kind of hokey pokey stuff they're already doing with the food or whatever. We're divine beings, so we have a say in what happens. And so we've given ourselves a way out of the matrix. And it doesn't have to do with you looking at what I'm doing and thinking that I've made it. But I will tell you how you can break this so-called seeming nightmare. If you're having that in your life, the thing that seems to keep going on and on and on and on, you don't know how to break it. There is a way. And you've got to do some master reconfiguring to your hard drive to your hard drive in your body. And I'm not a doctor or anything. No. But I am a holistic practitioner and a healer and a teacher, y'all. I'm a spiritual teacher. I've been groomed for this, and I came here with this understanding and this connection to source and to my ancestors. And I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter what it is. I feel like you can always heal it with your mind and through intention. And there is a level of sacrifice that goes into this. In order to do that deeper work, you have to take time away from eating the potato chips. You have to take time away from running after this person or that person. You have to take time to be alone. You have to take time to cut down on certain things so that way your attention is not too scattered. You've got to take the time to carve out first thing here or there so that way you can set yourself up, so we can set ourselves up for success. So because you feel so strongly, my life workers, who I feel you, because I know I'm doing the work right now and it's been amazing. I wouldn't be caught wasting my time doing a whole bunch of stuff anymore because I know who I am. And my life is constantly reflecting back to me how I feel about myself. So if you're looking to shift your life, I have some online courses that can assist. I do have lots and lots of podcasts, and I have blog posts, and my stuff may seem like I'm, floating on a cloud, but I am. And I'm going to definitely do that because I know that that helps to make the world a better place. And we're going to talk about things that come on the news that so-called are very important. We're going to look at some of these things and see how we can move through them like water, because everything is not so freaking serious, yo. And we've got to learn at some point how to thrive out here. And we can also erect and put love and intention more into the world. And I'm going to talk about some of the ways that I go about doing that. Some of the ways even though I do keto, I'll eat fruit in a very tiny amount just to have the taste of it. It helps to have loved ones around you who remind you of the juiciness of life. I also have a set of affirmations and words that I use regularly. I have done more things that I've loved over the past few years, and I've been feeling amazing. Talking to my body, being aware of my own worth, giving myself allowance to make mistakes, and giving myself extra love, and really paying attention to how I look on the outside, what resonates with me, and having routines. Some of the things that have helped me out. But when you are an empath, you've got to do a little bit of extra work because, number one, you're holding on to that belief that there's something that you picked up on more than somebody else. And I've had this belief as well, I know. And that you are somehow picking up on something. That means you took a harder hit than other people. The universe can help us repair this, though, through repetition, through doing things at the right time. And I'm going to talk to you about some of the ways that I've been learning how to do just that, to manifest the office that we have now, to manifest the marriage, to manifest the healing in the marriage, to manifest someone who can support you in your dreams, to manifest more confidence and support and love for yourself and your family. Not feeling so overwhelmed, just more open, more free, more loving, more compassionate, and feeling like you're enough. And that's all I got to say. I'll talk to you all later before we get too far into this and I can't upload it to YouTube. Peace.